How to stop and disable services on boot on Linux remote host with Ansible. I'm going to show you in a live demo with some simple Ansible code. I'm Luca Burton and welcome in today's episode of Ansible Pilot. Today we are talking about Ansible modules, service_facts and service. First, you need to acquire the information of a service on the target machine. This task is performed by the Ansible module service_facts. You can't disable a service that doesn't exist, can you? The effective actions are performed by Ansible module service. The full name is ansible.builtin.service, which means that it's part of a collection or module built in with Ansible and shipped with it. Actually, both of these modules are part of this. This module is pretty stable out for years and its purpose is to manage service on remote host. For Windows targets, use the ansible.windows.win_service module instead. Parameters. The parameter list is pretty wide, but I will summarize only the most useful. The only required parameter is name that specifies the name of a service. At least one between state and enable parameter are mandatory. The state parameter defines the action that we are going to take. It has four alternative options. Started and stopped option allow you to stop or run or stop the service. Restarted is a combination of stop and start. You could also customize the amount of seconds between using the sleep parameter. Reloaded option is useful if the service needs to reload the configuration file. The enable parameter allows you to decide if the service should start on boot or not. In this case, we don't want, so we need to switch to the negative no or false. The argument or regress parameter allow you to specify some optional argument provided on the command line, but is not very common. Demo. Let's jump in a real-life playbook how to disable service on boot and also stop it with Ansible playbook. Are you ready? Welcome to my editor. I will show you one playbook to disable the cronid service. First of all, let's start our play named service module demo that is going to be executed again hosts all of my inventory. Then I need root privilege, so become true, which means that we are going to log in with a standard user and then switch to privilege escalation to root. Then let me define one variable, in my case one list, named disable_service, with a list of service that we would like to disable, in my case only cronid.service. And that's it. We can customize as much as we want this list with all the service that we need. On the task list, only two tasks. The first will be populate service facts that is going to execute ansible.builtin.service_facts. And the beauty of this module is that he has no parameter. And he creates the service variable. Now let's take some action on the task name disable service. Let's execute ansible.builtin.service. Some parameter, in my case the name will be the item on the list, so the value of item, and let's disable on boot, so enabled false, and also we would like to change the state to stopped of the service. We are going to execute one item in services. Here we go. And let's loop with items in the value of disabled service. So here we have one simple playbook that is going to disable all the service that we listed under the disable service variable. The first step is to list the service available on the machine and then take some action to disable the on-boot start and switch them to stopped. It's a simple code, as you can see, but has a powerful execution power. Now I will show you in my console. Welcome to my console. Let me connect to my demo machine via SSH DevOps as user, and this machine is available as demo.example.com. Let me switch to root user with sudo su, and let me show you what distribution is. So let me cut /etc/redhat-release. We have a Red Hat Enterprise Linux release 8.4. Let me list the installed packages with rpm-qa grep cronny to verify that the package cronny for NTP is installed on the system, and let's see the status of the service with system control status. Here we are. The service is called cronny.d.service. Actually is running the process, as you can see, and is enabled, which means that is going to be started on boot. We are going to change both these two status, so we are going to make not active and disable the boot, the start on boot. So let me execute my playbook with ansible-playbook-e is my inventory file, and then my playbook that is listed under service and is service, stop and disable. This execution will be very fast because I need only to change some parameter on the machine. First is going to populate the service facts, and then one changes status, which means some operation have executed on the target machine. Now let me execute again. This time I would like to verify the hidden potency of this script, and we have only OK status, which means no further action are performed on the target machine. Let me verify if everything went well with SSH DevOps demo example.com. Let me switch to root again and verify with system control status. The service was cronny.d.service, and this time is not running anymore. As you can see, the status is inactive and is switched to disable, which means that the service is not going to start on boot. Now we need to perform another test to verify if we reboot the system, if the service is going to start or no. Oh damn it, I was too fast to exit to the machine. Let me reboot, and here we go. Now the remote host is going to be rebooted, and in a blink of an eye I will be able to connect again. Here we go, SSH. Let me execute uptime so you can see that is just rebooted, 0 minutes, so just start up. And let me verify system control status of cronid.service. As expected, the service is not active and is in disable status, which means that Ansible was successful. So great job, Ansible! Now you know how to stop and disable service on boot on Linux remote host with Ansible. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give me a positive feedback and see us on the next lesson of Ansible Pilot.